Fala aí, povo. Achei que eu não ia ter mais vlog. Tem mais um vlog aqui da Cistenheira. Achei que não ia ter mais. Não sei se é do Astroneer ou se é do Starseeker. Não sei nem do que se trata. Então vamos ver aqui.
One take one.
Esse tá meu inglês não.
One take one.
Why-
This is
why is it-
scene one, take one.
That says field report, though. That's incorrect.
I know. I'll key it out in post.
Tava achando até que esse cara tinha sido demitido. Ó, acesso
Hi, everyone.
antecipado,
What's up?
então não é
Welcome to
Astroneer.
the first, but maybe also like 20th version of the SES Q&A. For those who know, you know, but we're bringing it back. We're doing this a very light, chill series where it's mostly just about answering questions. Hi, I'm Joe. I'm the marketing director at the studio, and
Hi. Hey, I'm Veronica. I'm the executive producer on Starseeker.
yes, that's right. So we're gonna answer some questions, mostly about our big announcement this
Yes.
week.
Ó, tem a princesa aqui. Qual que é a princesa? Não. É o do oxigênio, princesa? Sei lá. Starseeker. Beleza.
And I just want to start with like,
Tem uma arma de
we're doing
terreno
early
aqui.
access.
We are.
We came out and we have a date now
We do?
for the launch of the game, which is really cool.
June 11th.
Yes.
We'll see you there
June 11th
Opa, calma,
on all
calma.
platforms.
on all platforms.
And we have a
Todos os
date now
consoles.
We do?
for the launch of the game, which is really cool.
June 11th.
Yes.
11 de junho, data de lançamento. 11 de junho, mês 6.
We'll see you there
June 11th on all platforms.
on all platforms.
with crossplay.
That's right. And cross progression.
and cross progression, which
Yep.
is amazing. I'm
Cross-progression,
super excited. So yeah,
interessante.
check out all the articles. There's plenty of information about all those details, but we wanted to cover just like the philosophy of an early access launch and like everyone has like a different version of what early access is.
what it can mean to them, for
So
sure.
we're going to talk about what we are doing and our plans for it, and short term, but then also long term plans. So, first question: why early access?
Well, the short answer is that the external test process actually went
Que o
super
jogo
well
não
for
tá
us.
terminado,
It
né? Provavelmente.
was very fun for us to show the game over the last few months. I think not everybody knows that we've actually been showing the game to increasingly larger audiences with increasingly fewer restrictions for the last 6 months. And that process has gone super well for us. It validated a lot of what we already thought was strong in the game, and it actually gave us great feedback to change, like fundamentally change a couple of things in the last 6 months. That as we were coming up, we're coming up on sort of our big network test, we thought, we'd like to keep the show rolling.
Sure.
And instead of doing these closed month over month tests, that early access is a really great option for us. And early access was always a tool in the toolkit. We have so much experience from early access from Astroneer, but that was 10 years ago. And having seen early access, how that process has changed for so many teams and how teams are using it, and what teams are using, what are they trying to validate, what are they trying to learn, what are they trying to do, that having that tool in our back pocket has been great. And so we kind of put our heads together and thought, hey, this is actually the right next step. It's a really great fit for where we are with the game, and it's even better fit for the kind of feedback and interaction we want to be getting going
Yep.
forward.
Yeah, and I think it's actually a good comparison point to talk about, like, 'cause we did early access for 2+ years,
Just over
plus
2,
like
yep.
a preview period before that with friends and family, and at that point, to be very transparent, like the game was just a vertical slice.
It was a
right?
bit of a vibe.
Yeah, it was like this is what the game could be.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get
Yeah.
some money, right?
Yes, we had like terrain deformation, some very basic base building, and planets that were pretty sparse. But it was the idea of the game. You could
Yes.
kind of look at it and put on your future goggles and be like, I could see where this is going. But Astroneer was very much built under the eyes of the community and,
Yeah.
and with their collaboration, basically from the ground up.
Yep. So then compare that to now. What we're delivering on June 11th feels like a lot of game.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
There's a
it's
lot of
much more
stuff
game.
there, and so that's like a big difference between
Huge.
we're not shipping a game that's going to be like, well, there's like a couple ideas in here and
Yeah.
let's like figure it out. No,
É,
it is a
no
full
beta já
game
tava
loop
bem
where you could like
avançado o jogo,
experience
né?
a
Não
lot
tá,
of it, and a lot of the basic systems are there.
não
Yes.
tá igual começou
And
a
so
Astronir,
our
né?
early access this time is framed more
Precário e
as
tal.
like working on those systems with the community to make them better
Yeah.
and like integrate them all better.
Yeah, the biggest difference is that the systems are pretty much all there.
Yeah.
The core gameplay is there. We're happy with the core gameplay loop. We've gotten a ton of great feedback and responses. People are enjoying the social action sandbox core loop of Starseeker. And now our mission is to fill those systems out with more content and focus on the depth of those systems and the depth of that content and just bringing more and more and more to flesh out the experience. But it is a very different space than where Astroneer was when we first started. And it's exciting to be able to do early access in a different way. With Starseeker, we can present a game experience, a core loop experience that is solid.
Yeah.
And you can play and enjoy and have fun. And our mission now is to flesh that out and expand it out and iterate on it and make it better alongside our community.
We're definitely doing things differently. We released a roadmap,
That's right.
so that's all.
Opa, roadmap, é, rota de desenvolvimento, né? Trabalho planejado. Mas não tem data. Ah, não. É. Isso aqui é no dia 11 ou depois que vai lançar o jogo completo mesmo? Tá. Novas histórias e missões. Conteúdo adicional, dificuldade e perigos. Nova história, nova região. Novas missões de campo, mais minigame. Legal. Evento em game. Nova região. Mecânica de clima. Nova história, novas missões de campo. Novos NPCs. Missão de reputação. Novas ferramentas. Novas bugigangas e recursos. Novas criaturas e novo evento de jogo. Eu acho que isso aqui é depois que lançou. Isso aqui não vai ser em julho, não. Só vai começar a contar isso aqui, eu acho que quando lançar o 1.0. Não sei. Porque antes do lançamento, o jogo não é 1.0, né? Ele é 0 alguma coisa. É que eles nem sabem, né? Não é mistério, não. Acho que eles também nem tão ligados o que eles vão fazer.
Out there, and I think it's a good mixture of like us trying to talk about the philosophy of what each update is, but then also the actual content we're trying to put
Yes.
in, right? Like, and we don't want to be too prescriptive because we also don't want to just say like, oh, here's the exact things that are going out over the next couple of months. It's like, here's the spirit of what we're trying to get at, and then here's some shapes that could
Here's
take.
them, yeah. I think it's also very different than the prior roadmaps that we've put out. I think that while the specific detail minutia may change and evolve over time, we actually have a much better idea of the kinds of things we want to focus on. And
Yeah.
so we're able to give players a bit more of a confident view of where we think the game could use some iteration, some feedback, some more time, some more space. So it's fun to be able to put out a roadmap that we're genuinely excited to build and excited to bring to players.
Yep, I think the current commitment right now is basically an update a month.
Yes. We are taking a page from the Astroneer team who've been
Yes.
updating every month. You know, our commitment to our community is we will
Jogo no
ship an
começo,
update once a month.
atualização
That
uma
update
vez no
size
mês, né?
will
Senão-
vary
Yes.
because right now it's more important for us to regularly be getting updates out, getting bug fixes out, stability out, just whatever we see, quality of life improvements,
Sure.
just being able to respond quickly. It's more important for us to establish that cadence early and kind of make a commitment to the community that just because we're in early access doesn't mean we're not committed to regularly updating the game. And the size will change. Some
Yeah.
will be small updates, some will be very big updates, but we want to get in that early.
Yes. One of the bigger updates for the first one that's like, I think in August, is like kind of underwater focused, right? And
That's
so,
right, yeah.
And so that's like it's a different philosophy, right? Where we're saying like this is an area of the game that we want to improve on.
Missão
We
embaixo
already
d'água.
like what it's
Legal.
doing, but we want to add more stuff to it. And we
Yes.
want to like do that with the community to give feedback.
That's
And
right.
the
Folks
process.
that played in the external test may have broken the bounds of containment and have gone all over Tephra and have gone into our other regions and seen them. And they're wondering what's going to come next. And this is our opportunity to say, okay, well, what are some things that you're interested in? What are some things that we're seeing that we want to maybe add to that? And then just reveal more and more content on the planet over time.
Yep. Cool. Okay. So now some more like functional questions because this is a Q&A. So what is the business model for this game?
Yeah. So this is a premium game, which will be available for $30 US with regional pricing.
Opa. $30. 3 vezes 5, 15. 150. Isso é o que eles têm em mente, né? Mas ele é... Geralmente as empresas mais espertas, elas localizam o preço pro quando é pro Brasil, né? Então, provavelmente vai sair 100 conto por volta disso. Se bem que Subnáutica tá 130, né? Mas em acesso antecipado, se pegar o preço cheio do jogo, não sei não. Vamos ver.
That gets you into the game and gets you all subsequent updates for free. We're going to be continually updating the game, as we said, all of that included in the base game price. There is no premium currency monetization model in this game. All the cosmetics and things you earn in-game you earn them through gameplay, you earn them through completing missions and tasks and
Você vai
interacting with our
comprar
crew members,
bobeirinha.
and all of that you get to carry across if you play
Dentro do jogo,
on
né?
whatever platform you play. Out of the game, though, we do have an optional supporter pack that's available that is full of also extremely cool cosmetics. They're available on the platform store, so that if you want to further support the development of Starseeker, that is one way that you can do that.
Yeah, cool. And I think that's kind of the plan
Vai
going
liberar
forward, right?
skin
we'll, like,
jogando e
at
vai
some
ter algumas
interval later,
pagas
if we
também.
drop a big update or something, all that content will be free.
That's right.
But then we'll offer some sort of optional thing on the
That's
side.
right. Yeah, it was really important to us to not bifurcate the audience and split them up into who owns what DLC. Do you have this planet? I don't have this planet. You know, we don't want to get into that model. The
Yeah.
core of the experience is we are all crew aboard the ESS Starseeker. We're all playing together, and putting barriers between friends playing together or people playing together that maybe came earlier or later in the process just doesn't work with the kind of community we're trying to build.
We talked about the roadmap. We talked about details about release and early access and the philosophy there. What are we actually doing during early access? What are we focusing on?
Yeah. So in early access, we want to focus on 4 key areas. The first is delivering more depth of content. So everything you're seeing now, more depth, more versions of it, more verbs that we can give you, more opportunities to do interesting things with the content that you already have.
Additional regions.
Additional regions, additional field ops, you know, all that kind of stuff. So more stuff to do and more places to do it in with more things to do it with.
Yes, yes.
That's the first thing. The second is evolving and presenting more of the story. So this is also, for Starseeker, I think a good big change is that we are developing the story not just from the core gameplay perspective, but also from a narrative perspective side by side. And so over the course of the game, you'll be learning more about why are you here as a player? Why are you aboard the ESS Starseeker? What's the Starseeker doing here? What's going on in the star system? And so we can reveal and present more of the story to the player so that eventually you'll be able to play a whole story arc of the planet Tephra, which we think is going to be pretty rad. The third thing is evolving the ESS Starseeker itself. We often talk about it like in the field reports as it is another character of the game. It is this heart of your experience, and we want to make that feel more connected, more interactive, flesh that experience out more so that players really feel like it's this living, breathing station that you are contributing to and connecting with other players on. And last but not least, economy progression balance.
Sure,
and
yeah.
this is where early access really shines. You know, in internal testing, we can get at most 60 people playing at a time, which will give us some ideas. But with external tests, we had hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of players. And with early access, we're hoping to get that. And then we're able to see in minute detail, you know, where things are working, where maybe they're not. Oh, is this a little bit too hard to craft? Oh, where is that resource? Maybe we put that a little too out of the way.
ela
Or
tá difícil
maybe
de
this is
fazer,
a little
viu?
too easy. But also hearing from players players of the kind of content that is
Mude,
engaging for
melhore.
them to play with, what progression is motivating and interesting, and then being able to iterate on that and act on that feedback.
Yep. Cool. I think one part of that I think we should call out here, and one of the questions I was going to ask you is also like, if you participate in this process, are you going to lose progress? Because for Astroneer, we like wiped saves and said like everything is
Everything
new.
is- yeah.
Everything is done. We
Yeah.
have to have a clean slate. That's not the plan here.
That's not the plan here. I think over the years, I think one of our biggest technological accomplishments that I'm just so amazed by the team was having a much more stable base going into Starseeker than we did with Astroneer. Old fans remember that we rebuilt the terrain system 2 or 3 times over the course of development. And so we had to wipe saves because we would push these core tech updates that would completely invalidate the old voxel data. Your planet would just look like Swiss cheese. In this case, we have a much more stable engine that we spent a lot of time working on, and also investing in our services infrastructure that preserves your player progression and player data outside of like a local save file that we had to overwrite in the Astroneer days.
Tá
And
falando
so
que
while
save vai
recipes
ser o
might
mesmo
change,
do-
we might change where certain
do
missions
antecipado
happen. We
pro
might
jogo
completely
normal, mas eu quero
delete
saber
a whole story arc. You as a player and your
meu
progression as
save
a
do
player
beta,
can
o
live
que eles vão
outside of
arrumar
that.
com ele.
When is 1.0?
Pelo
When
jeito,
is 1.0?
When,
Parece que vai
when are
continuar.
we ready? When are we going to be ready? This question's going to come up a lot.
Well, I think when we're going to be ready is when we flesh out those 4 areas.
Sure.
And when you as a player are able to play an early, mid, and late game, a complete arc and a complete experience on the planet. We think that's going to take us about a year or less.
Okay.
But we are
Ah,
hoping...
tá. Ano depois de lançar o acesso antecipado. Então, em junho de 2027.
to have an update
mais
for
ou
you all
menos.
at the end of this year and kind of re-up on the roadmap and talk through what the future will bring.
Yeah. I think I like that it's short.
Yes, much shorter this time
We're
around.
not just saying like this might take 5 years or something
Yes.
like that, right?
Yes.
And we're sort of setting a boundary for ourselves. I really like the sort of exit criteria being like, you play a full arc,
Yep.
and there's a conclusion, and then we can keep going from there.
That's
And,
right.
like,
And we can set you up for whatever the next chapter is.
yes, cool. All right. So we're doing early access.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we did this, and this might age us a little bit, we had a forum.
We did.
We had an online
Old
forum
school.
to take feedback.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is long dead, sad, but it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And so, where do people? I'm sort of asking myself this question out loud, but
We're going to
where-
decide together right here and now.
Where do people give us feedback? Like, where is that supposed to happen?
The best place is always to join our Discord and join the community there. You're going to meet and interact with folks that have been with us for 10 years. Thank you. But also new players that are coming in just for Starseeker. We have a lot of the developers are, if not actively chatting, then definitely lurking.
Sure.
We will have, formal feedback channels there. There will always be discussion there. And that'll be a great place to sort of join in, lend your voice to development. We also may do things like surveys. We may do little tests and things. And being in that Discord community is the prime way to be included in that group that we ask actively about feedback as well.
Yep, I think Discord's the main place. Obviously, for like things like bugs or whatever, you email the support channel.
Yes,
and they'll
please do.
Figure that stuff out. Mark will get you sorted. But yeah, I think Discord is going to be really big. And granted, we can actually do forum stuff on Discord now, which is kind of crazy.
nice.
The internet's a circle, right?
Yeah.
And so we did Discord.
all come back.
And now it's like, well, we're adding forum technology to Discord. And so
Yeah.
we'll do
We're
something.
going to be passing
there.
notes in class again.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Discord's gonna be the main place, and there'll be separate channels for stuff. And if we want to get feedback for like things, or if we want to set up a separate branch to let people try out something, like we're gonna do all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
We'll
all that
coordinate it
Discord.
through Discord.
My last question: what's going on with Astroneer going forward?
Astroneer is still getting updates.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. The team is working hard. There's always fun ideas happening. There's always new updates, new bug fixes coming out. And so that team's going to keep on keeping on
Yes.
alongside the Starseeker team. We're going to have 2 live games at the same time, which we have never had before.
No.
And that's a very exciting time for the studio as well.
We are coming up on our 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
10-year anniversary for Astroneer, and so we have some cool plans. I'm very excited about them. We're already talking about what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
And so yeah, the Astroneer train just keeps rolling.
it does.
It
Come
won't-
see us in December.
Okay, that's it. I think we got enough for this Q&A. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. You can come hang out with us on Discord, and then we will, depending on when this comes out. Oh, actually, a plug.
Oh,
This video is going to come out before our final test.
the network test.
The network test.
Come test our network. Come stress our servers. come slam into the login queues and the matchmaking queues.
Completely open.
Completely
on
open
all platforms.
on all platforms. You should be able to find Starseeker, Astroneer, Expeditions, probably playtest or beta, depending on the platform you're
Teste de conexão. Não. Mas já foi, não? Tô entendendo. Será que eles vão fazer outro?
on. You should be able to find it's a separate app. But the good news is, if you participate in the network test, not only are you eligible for the retro suit as our beta gift, but also your progress carries forward into launch. So you do not have to start over. So however far you get in those 48 hours, you get to just pick up right there and continue on, which is very exciting for us. And yeah, we'd love everybody to show up and really help ensure that our launch is as stable as it can be.
Yes. So if you don't know about the game or you still or have questions about it, sign up. You'll be able to play.
Yeah.
And
the tutorial and our first region will be available.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Peace.
We'll see you next time.
See you at launch. Maybe.
Beleza. Então, vamos ver, né? A mulher falou $30, dá 150. Mas eu acabei de ver aqui na Steam que o Subnáutica tá 116. É um jogo mais famoso, né? Então, consegue cobrar um valor maior. Então, na minha cabeça, vai vir menos de R$100. Vamos ver, né? No dinheiro não tá fácil pra ninguém. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tô pesquisando no celular aqui. Astroneer tá 90 conto na Steam. 88,99. Fora DLC. Não, então é isso mesmo. Vai vir por uns R$120 mesmo. Se fizer a conversão direta, aí nós tá lascado. Mas é assim, né? Fazer o quê? Então, qualquer coisa, mais informação eu mando aqui de novo. Por hoje é só. Valeu, fui!